Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Guess what? We are back at Haig Road Food Centre because there's more food to eat. More food like for prata, for some fried chicken, for more Malay food. So join me at Haig Road Food Centre and places around here for good food. Let's get going. How to get there? We are now at the Circle Line at Paya Lebar MRT station, which is on the Circle Line, which is the yellow color line. So basically, once you get out of the gantry, you turn right and you head down the corridor because we're going to head towards exit D for Denmark. Okay, so basically there are two stations in the Paya Lebar. There's one for the Circle Line and one for the East-West Line. They are both connected to each other by an underground passage. But anyway, back at the Circle Line here, you go to the end of the corridor. There's an escalator here. You take the escalator up and all the way to the top. So once you reach the top of the escalator, walk straight. Okay, walk down the steps. After that, you turn left. Okay, you're going to turn left to the main road. Okay, at the main road itself, you're going to turn right. Okay. So you're going to walk along the main road. Okay, head all the way down until you reach the traffic light. Okay, so here's the traffic light itself. At the traffic light, you're going to turn left and cross the street. Okay, so once you cross the street, you turn right again to cross the street onto the other side. So as you're crossing the street, towards your right, you see all these row of shop houses. This is the infamous Geylang Road, where a lot of the infamous brothels are, which is further down on that direction. Whereas on the left here, which we're going to turn left here, and if you head down this way, this is more of the Malay cultural area, Geylang. Okay, so we're going to walk down that way towards the Malay Cultural Centre, Geylang. Okay, and like I said, behind us is the more dodgy, infamous Geylang red light district, which is further up the other way behind us. Okay, so let's cross the bridge. As you can see over there, there's a lot of construction going on around the MRT station. And over there, you can see is actually City Plaza, which is going to be one of our first stops for today. We're going to go to City Plaza because we're going to try something different. Maybe not different in the sense of type of food, but different from normally what I do here in this channel, which is a hawker food. Okay, so once you go head straight, go up the escalator. Okay, if you look diagonally across there, you see the counter for Arnold fried chicken. Okay, so this is the counter you need to go to. Go to the counter. Okay, the person will take your order and will give you your seating. Just go inside there, sit at the seat, and wait for your food to be ready, and you collect it at this counter here. Okay, so this is Arnold's, where they do fried chicken. I ordered half a spring chicken with fries and coleslaw. The coleslaw itself is surprisingly refreshing, not too heavy with the mayonnaise, and quite nice, sweet, and also quite refreshing. compared to other types of coleslaw you eat from maybe KFC. Sometimes there's not enough mayonnaise, sometimes it's bland, sometimes it's just too heavy. But we are here for the chicken, which is this fried chicken, which is something like KFC fried chicken style, where they season the skin very nicely. Okay, let me try to pull it off. It's a bit difficult with one hand. The chicken itself is not too tough, quite tender. But one thing about the chicken is it's super moist. It's so moist, so juicy. So once you put inside there, put in your mouth, you can taste the juices coming out. And the chicken itself, the skin itself is not too bad. Goes well with the chili sauce. But overall, I quite like the fried chicken. Arnold, Singapore fast food fried chicken at City Plaza and a few other places now. Okay, so after that, once you get back out onto the main street, this street here on your left here is actually Geylang Road. Yes, so keep walking against traffic, head down that way against traffic. Okay, keep walking straight. Okay, here is the traffic light itself. This traffic light and the one after that, you need to be careful because it's not a pedestrian crossing, it's actually a traffic light crossing. So you need to wait for the traffic light to change to red to green before you can cross. Okay. The same on the other side also. It's not a pedestrian crossing, just remember that. So you do not have the right of way. So don't get banged down by a car before you can eat the good food. Anyway, so basically on your right here is actually a new shopping center called 1KM. Okay, which we're not going to go in there because they have the normal all those food court and all those chain food outlets, everything. So but right next to this place here is actually Haig Road Food Centre, which we are going to go back there to try a few more foods there. Okay, as you can see here, this is a traffic light crossing, so just be careful. Okay, so we are back at Haig Road Food Centre. We're going to try a few more foods here. Which the first one will be at Affandi's Hawa and Family Mie Rebus store. This is another store that sells Mie Rebus, which is also not too bad. Quite similar in taste with the previous one we ate here, but I don't know, for me, I find that the broth here, the Mie Rebus sauce is thicker here, and also it's almost as thick as having eating porridge, that kind of consistency. Okay, but like the previous Mie Rebus, it coats all the ingredients well. It's very, very nice. Even the cut chilies, you should have a lot in here. It's not spicy. When you eat them, it has a very nice crunchy feel to your mouth, which is also not too bad. And then they also drizzle in some hot oil, which doesn't really add much to the flavor to it, but it does make it slightly different. Okay, the lime adds in a lot of acidity to the Mie Rebus itself. And then they also put in a lot of deep fried shallots. Not too bad. Like I said, the Mie Rebus, the noodles itself is always a bit overcooked. It's all a bit soft, but I think also, but overall, not too bad. A Mie Rebus, quite nice, quite tasty. This one gives you a whole egg. And then look at that, look at how the Mie Rebus broth or sauce hangs on to the noodles. Ooh, doesn't it look good? Yep. Very crunchy and not spicy chilies. Next up is a very popular shop here called Haig Road Putu Piring, which there's always a queue, but they have the owner itself has a lot of helpers to freshly cook the Putu Piring for the customers, so you don't really have to wait long. Okay, so I actually ordered a packet. Okay, so basically what is Putu Piring? Putu Piring is actually a round steamed rice cake filled with melted palm sugar, or what we call it locally called gula melaka, and this is normally eaten with freshly grated coconuts. It's a very popular local Malay snack. It's made from grounded rice flour, okay, and it's actually steamed. Okay, so this is the Putu Piring itself. As you can see, the grated coconut together with the palm sugar, which is the brown one, and then there's also the rice flour. And then they also put in some pandan leaves to add in extra smell to it. Okay, so basically I really like this dish is because first of all, the Putu Piring is freshly made, so it's very hot, and then you eat it together with the coconut, which is cooling, and then it's also salted, so you have the contrasting flavor of sweet versus salt, hot versus cold, the texture of the rice flour together with the graininess of the shredded coconut, which goes very well together. Very delicious. I really like this snack. Okay, we have left Haig Road Food Centre, and we are continuing down along the road here, which is Geylang Road. We're continue walking down the road. So further up diagonally will be Geylang Serai, which is the one of the another food court and also another Malay market there, which you can buy a lot of Malay goods and stuff. But before we reach there, we're going to turn in here at Onan Road. Okay, this is where we're going to turn right into Onan Road, because we're going to eat something further up along Onan Road. Okay, so let's just keep walking. Okay, the place we're going to actually only opens for breakfast and normally lunchtime, but normally they will sell out before lunchtime finish. So just keep walking along the road until you reach the junction of Onan Road and Crane Road at this Poho restaurant, and this is the shop itself that we're going to. Okay, over there is actually Joo Jet Road, which is actually a parallel road to Onan Road, which is this road here. So it's actually quite a walk in, maybe around 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, but this is where we're going to have our next food meal, which is very good. Okay, the name of the shop is called Mr. and Mrs. Moghan's Super Crispy Roti Prata. The shop here actually hand makes the prata as per ordered. That means once you order it, they will hand make the prata itself, and then they cook the prata for you on the skillet, on the flat skillet there. And furthermore, they also make the prata batter themselves instead of outsourcing it to a factory. Okay, so this is the curry that comes together with the prata. So as you can see, this prata itself is slightly more rounded, than the normal prata you eat. Okay, and then it's also very crispy. Okay, and crispy because it's freshly made, crispy because of the batter they actually make it themselves, and also crispy because they cook it on a very hot skillet. hot flat pan thing, where they cook the, not pan but the flat metal thing they cook the thing on. So I ordered 2 plain prata and 1 egg and onion. And the prata here is superb. Like I said, this place here, you have to come here in the morning or early afternoon, because after that, when they sold out, their golf is finished. But the prata here is really, really good. I could say this is one of the better pratas in Singapore. If you like prata, this is a good place to come. I sure hope you enjoyed what you see here at Haig Road Food Centre, and also from the food around the area here. I surely did. I enjoyed eating the food here. It was so good. Thank you very much for joining me. If you like what you see, please click the like button, and then also share, and then also subscribe, and don't forget to join me for my next food adventure. Bye bye.